reason it's not taking place in the Middle East as it stands is because, from what I've heard, you guys came to a deal with Skills Challenge, and Fury was unable to come to an agreeable deal.
That's something I heard as well, but there were some details like local reasons, because the Ramadan is finishes late April, and the venue, the big stadium, cannot meet the deadline, and some other things. But it's not like it doesn't sound substantial for a fight like that. So I have no idea, actually. I have no idea because we made our job. We agreed on all the terms on Usyk's side, and the only thing that was pending was actually the Tyson's consent. We never know. Maybe he just doesn't want to fight Usyk, and money doesn't matter for him. Maybe he's just well, we can't say that disrespectfully. Maybe he's scared, but maybe he feels that the risk is too high. And why should he jeopardize his career, his whole asset of fame and glory he's enjoying now, losing to a middleweight rabbit twice in a row? Twice in a row. Would it help him? I don't think so. And considering his mental side, might probably kill his confidence. Why would he risk? But it's just an assumption. I never heard anything from a reliable source.
And you spoke to TalkSport yesterday and said you guys have negotiated a split, whereas Tyson Fury is negotiating a purse. Is that the key difference in what's stopping the fight getting finalized?
Danny, I can report you on what I hear from George Warren and Frank Warren. I can't say that this is something that's really happening or not. So I was told that Tyson Fury is asking for kind of money that even if Usyk receives zero, it's still not going to be sufficient to meet his requirements. I don't know whether it's true or not, but this is the idea of how we get it.
Is there any? Can you do anything more on your side to make the fight happen, or is it all on the Fury side now?
I don't know. Maybe we should find Fury's twin. That's the only option. Listen, Usyk, he's not a big negotiator. He doesn't like those kind of things. He likes to do his job, to train properly, and then to get into the ring and defeat his opponent. That's what he does. And everything else, he relies on his team. So it's our responsibility to deliver the best possible option. In these three words, best possible option, we have like the meaning of whatever options are, we will work on the best one for Usyk. It doesn't mean the biggest, it means the best option that in case he fights being loyal to his opponent in the first fight, he will get the reimbursement of his loyalty in the second. That's actually what happened with AJ. So the initial split was quite poor, but the second fight paid off his loyalty, and that's our approach. That's how we treat our business. I mean, we're not fighting for each dollar or pound. We are fighting for glory, for fame, for legacy. And money is something that comes its way. I mean, you can't fight for an undisputed heavyweight championship for free. Not because you don't want to, or that's because it's impossible. A fight like that happening with no money. It should happen with the biggest pot. Well, let's say on the continent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you talked about other options or the best possible option. Because you've been negotiating for this fight since back in July last year, have you had much time or space to look at other options, alternatives for Usyk?
You mean beside Tyson?
Yeah.
Being the unified champion is not only has two sides: the positive side and the negative side. The positive side, you get money, you get glory, you get recognition, everything like that. But the negative side is that you are stuck in a very narrow space between the sanctioning bodies, who would definitely push you to the mandatories. Usyk is in the position of, well, he gained his title as the mandatory himself. Then he made the rematch as the voluntary defense with AJ, the second fight. So now all the mandatories are due to him. And the time frame is quite limited. So whatever happens, if the big fight is not taking place, Usyk will have to comply with the official challengers. Otherwise, he will have to vacate or he will be stripped. This is a matter of the rule, of common knowledge. So, of course, there's the significant difference between the fight with Tyson and the fight, let's say, with Daniel Dubois or Filip Hrgovic. But if you want to be in history, in the book of history, I mean, in the history book of boxing, or book of boxing of history, I don't know how to say properly, but
I know what you mean.
If you want your name to be put in there with the golden letters, you have to go through it. It's easy. I mean, it's not about money. It's about glory. It's about achievements. It's about success. How you treat it.
And if it is Daniel Dubois, of course, that will just mean more negotiations with Queensberry.
Yeah. Hopefully the negotiations could end at some point, positive or negative, because we are all extremely tired of talks. We want to do something considerable. We want to know if Tyson is in or not, because I would be asking during negotiations. Actually, I asked to give me Tyson for 5 minutes in a personal conversation, and I bet we would be having a fight. But it's in boxing business. Promoter is taking care of his kid or of his client. That's why it normally doesn't happen.
And is Frank Warren correct that it needs to happen by the end of this week? Is there any latitude for negotiations beyond that point?
Yeah. We have the deadlines set by the sanctioning bodies. In case we don't make a deal, then we will have to go to the mandatory.